Welcome to online module number 4, Timed Writing Steps to Success. Here are the 5 steps that you'll need to follow in order to make sure that you're successful in your timed writing for rhetorical analysis. For this module, what you'll need to do is create notes, an actual checklist that you will use during your timed writing that indicates what you need to do at each step of your timed writing. If you do that successfully, you'll do a good job on your rhetorical analysis essay, and you'll feel like this guy. Step 1, breaking down the prompt. Carefully read the prompt and highlight or circle or underline important parts. Here I have a sample prompt. Look at the things that I have highlighted and underlined. These are very important parts of the prompt that I want to make sure that I capture. In blue, I highlighted the part of the prompt that tells me specifically what to do. The other information is very important context information that I can use for my introduction and to help me understand both the speaker and the audience. Step 2, reading and annotating. First of all, when you get started, after you've broken down the prompt, you need to set a reading and annotation time limit. You don't want to spend your entire timed writing time reading and annotating the text and not leaving yourself enough time to actually write. If the text is less than 1 page, give yourself about 10 minutes. If it's about a page or maybe a little more, give yourself about 15 minutes. Make sure you write your start and stop time down for your reading and annotating. Here's some examples of the type of annotations that you want to make sure you take. Your what annotations and your how annotations. You will use your what and how annotations to help you build the body of your rhetorical analysis essay. Step 3, plan out your essay. This is not optional. You can use whatever graphic organizer design works best for you. The rhetorical triad is a good option. Also, you could create some other type of hierarchy graph like the one seen here. I made sure that I put purpose at the top because I want to identify that very clearly first. That's going to help me figure out everything else. Then I would describe the audience briefly, the message, like what the speaker is actually trying to say. Then I'm going to look back at my notes and identify strategy and effect. Here I've listed 3 strategies and effects, but for your timed writing on Friday, you'll just need to identify 2 strategies and effects. I also want to make sure before I start writing that I have a good idea of how all of this works together. So I would write a sentence that ties it all together, answering the question, what does this text as a whole tell us about human nature, about society, about racism, about the world, whatever the theme is. This I'll write before I actually start my essay. Step 4, write the essay. You want to leave a few lines at the top to come back and write your context and lead in. Start with your thesis statement, the tag plus the strategies you identified and the message. Then later on you can go back and add the context and lead in to your introductory paragraph. Move on to your 2 solid body paragraphs. Your body paragraph should be about 7 or 8 sentences long a piece if you're following the template that we used in class. You want to identify strategy, select specific and short pieces of evidence that are blended neatly and smoothly into your own sentences, and describe the effect of that on the audience. Do this 2 times for 2 solid body paragraphs. Your last paragraph is your conclusion. This is very important. It is not a summary of your introduction. You don't just repeat the thesis statement. Instead, Talk about the combined effect of the two strategies that you'd selected. Also, discuss the significance of the text and its message as a whole. Step 5. Check the prompt one more time. Make sure that you've answered the question and that you've included any contextual information that can help you understand the analysis better. Reread your whole essay, all the way from the beginning to the end. Make sure the sentences all make sense. Always, always reread your work. You'd hate to lose points for small mistakes that you could have caught if you just looked over it. In order to show me that you have completed this online module, email me a picture of your notes, which would be your actual checklist. Feel free to watch this video as many times as you need to, but send me an email with a picture of your handwritten notes to my email address. See you in class tomorrow.